All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 5 Minutes of Math. And let's go ahead and get started on number one. This is the homework assigned for the evening of Monday, November 27th, 2017. And this is all about converting words into math. So how do you convert that sentence into an equation? Well, the key here is to find out where your equal sign is. And is the operative word. Anytime you see is in a sentence like this, more than likely that's your equal sign. So let's start there. 1 more than 3 times the number is 7. So we start with equals. Equals what? Well, the solution here is equals 7. And we're just going to keep breaking this sentence down piece by piece until we end up with the equation from it. So 1 more than 3 times a number equals 7. Well, let's call a number x. Anytime they say a number, you know they're looking for a variable. So right now, our unfinished equation says x equals 7. What are we doing with the x? 1 more than 3 times x equals 7. So we have 3x equals 7. Now, going on to the next step, 1 more than 3x equals 7. And that last step is 3x plus 1 equals 7. And that's our answer. That's how we convert that sentence into an equation. 3x plus 1 equals 7. Now, you don't have to solve it. They're just asking you to set it up. All right, so let's go to number 2. All right, our sentence here is 7 less than twice a number is negative 1. Okay, so here's our chart. Let's see if we can find that equal sign. And again, the equal sign is the word is, is. So that's where we start in our expression, equals. And what are we talking about here? 7 less than twice a number is negative 1. So equals negative 1. And again, we're in the process of building this mathematic equation. All right. So we're not finished here. We just know that a piece of it says equals negative 1. So let's see. 7 less than twice a number. Let's use good old fashioned x. So we know x equals negative 1. Now, here's the rest of the phrase. 7 less than twice x equals negative 1. 2x equals negative 1. That's what that twice means. You're multiplying x by 2. And then 7 less than 2x equals negative 1. So we have 2x minus 7 equals negative 1. That's our answer. So again, we start with that equal sign and just build that equation left side and right side, just one step at a time. All right, here's our last problem. The quotient of a number and 5 less 10 is 3. Don't let the words quotient and less 10 scare you. The word quotient refers to a division. It literally means the answer to a division problem. All right, so starting with our equal sign, the quotient of a number and 5 less 10 is 3. So let's start with that equals. And of course, equals what? Equals 3. So that's the second step here. All right, going on to the next part, the quotient of a number and 5 less 10. So a number, let's call that x. All right, the quotient of x and 5 less 10 equals 3. So x divided by 5 equals 3. That's what we mean by the quotient, x divided by 5. So x divided by 5 less 10 equals 3. So x divided by 5 minus 10 equals 3. All right, so that is the last answer. That's the end of this. That's the answer to this question. So thank you again for listening, and I hope this helped. Have a good night.